Ladies and gentlemen, as is your custom every 4 years, you have gathered at the CEMR Congress to meet your partners, exchange practices, learn from each other and mostly get inspiration for what Europe could be in 2030. A future with a renewed European project widely accepted and built by and for our citizens is sorely needed. Your colleagues, local and regional representatives, are at the heart of this process. You take decisions close to the citizens, and these decisions have a very direct effect on our local communities. As a mayor of a town situated on the border of 3 countries, I have always privileged cooperation and exchange. That is exactly why I find events like your Congress extremely valuable. In my entire political career, 2015 was the most difficult year. Unfortunately, 2016 is characterized by the same challenges. After years of crisis, the European economy is slowly recovering, but it is still struggling. One of the major consequences is youth unemployment, which remains at very high levels and endangers the future of a whole generation. We cannot afford losing them. The EU set up the Youth Guarantee, with the Youth Employment Initiative being the main operational arm. Successful implementation depends on the local and regional level. You are essential to match jobs and skills. We begin to see the first results of President Juncker's investment plan. Over 3 years, 315 billion euros will be injected into the economy to close the investment gap and give a new impetus to Europe's economy. 54 projects in 22 member states have been already approved, and we should continue in this direction. Where possible, we should look for synergies between the European Fund for Strategic Investments and the structural and investment funds. 2015 and 2016 are also characterized by the refugee crisis. Last November, I visited Greece and Malta to assess the situation on the ground. I witnessed the commitment of local authorities, and I had the opportunity to talk with citizens, civil society representatives and asylum seekers. The impact of the crisis at the regional and local level is often overlooked. On a long-term perspective, European cities and regions should be given the means to address the key issue of asylum seekers' integration. Along with helping the refugees, we must also protect Schengen, perhaps the project that has most brought European citizens closer together. I have always said that closing the borders is not and will never be a viable solution. That is why it is important that the Commission proposed a roadmap for restoring a fully functioning Schengen system by the end of this year. 2 weeks ago, I was here in Nicosia on an official visit. Now, at the time when the chance for reunification is greater than ever, this beautiful city, which combines rich history with modern multicultural growth, should be an example to the whole of Europe that united we are stronger. And just as I look optimistically to this island's political future, I count on your involvement and contribution to the process of strengthening the European Union from now until 2030 and afterwards. Thank you for your attention.